welcome to Tea with KSG! I guess a really helpful place for us to start would be to introduce ourselves. So my name is Molly. I am the social media and marketing manager for KSG. I guess you go next.
I'm James, and I do a lot of the health and safety and risk assessments, and yeah.
I'm Charlotte, and I'm the events manager and sort of creative designer of the event.
Me? Yeah.
I'm Paige, and I'm the director of acting. So
I direct the
people. I'm the director of life, and I am also the content organizer.
Woo!
I'm Lily and I'm head of hair. Slay.
Moving swiftly on.
I'm Brody and I'm head of makeup.
Yeah!
And we are missing a member today. Sadly, everybody's sad.
Oh.
Fraser, who is head of content, he's not here today, but he will be here for our next one.
Yeah,
I'm
he
very
creates
sure.
all our videos and
Makes
photos.
all the videos and photos
Apart
that
from
you
this
see on
one.
Instagram. Follow us.
We'll come back to that.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
Well, and we also have other members.
Yeah, boy.
There's so many.
Nah, they're not that important. No,
Okay,
just kidding.
okay.
So we have Sonia and Lee. Lee is the producer and the construction manager, and then Sonia, who's head of costumes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And props.
That's the whole team, kid. And props.
Awesome. So I guess it would probably be kind of helpful to explain why we're even sat in this conservatory filming ourselves, talking stuff about KSG. We thought it'd be a really fun idea to do a podcast so that we could give people an inside scoop of KSG and what we're all about. Because also family values and things are very important to us and very close to our heart since this business started as a family-run business. So yeah, thought we'd, give it a go. And we thought we'd be pretty funny at it as well, because some of us are kind of funny, I guess, sometimes.
Apparently not on camera, but
I don't know.
But maybe
give us 10 minutes.
Not right now.
We'll warm up
Just
into
warming
it.
up.
Sorry, I'm sweating.
I know,
I'm warming up,
warming
thank
it.
you.
we are a
Don't
bit
think I can get any more
sunburned as
warm.
well.
Oh yeah, we're a bit sunburned. Why are we sunburned?
Auditions.
We had our auditions today,
No one put sun cream on, but
Absolutely
hey,
not.
hey.
Everybody?
and no one got in. So
We're
we're gonna have to do it again. So if you're interested, we'll be having another one very soon. Because no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, moving on.
So today in our podcast, we are going to talk about everything KSG, old and new, funny moments, embarrassing moments, and we might play a little game or two as well, I guess. We'll see how it goes. So Charlotte, I'm going to chuck this to you, straight away, and ask you about everything, how KSG started. What did that look like?
Well, we didn't start as Kent ScareGround. We started as Madhouse Margate. So we used to live down in
Ooh.
Margate. Oh no, sketchy. So we used to own a theatre function room, and we just built our own scare maze in that theatre. We built rooms all around the outside, and we just did it as a bit of fun. We always used to
Madhouse
love.
Margate in Westgate.
We
We weren't in Margate. We were in Westgate.
That
We just got
The alliteration.
It was actually
Just
like
alliteration.
Michael Bolton that lumped us with the
Yeah.
Margate. We were just Madhouse,
We were
weren't we?
Madhouse Maze, wasn't it?
Or something like that. We
Oh,
were just
yeah.
Madhouse.
Oh,
God, I
And
didn't
then
know
at
this.
ScareCon,
They called us
They called us
Madhouse
Madhouse Margate, and then we were like, well, looks like we're Madhouse
And
Margate.
it works because
And we weren't even in
MHM.
Margate. It did work, but he didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Anyway, so
He didn't bloody know
We
that.
rolled with it. Picked up like it's won awards.
Sorry, carry on.
So we did that for 3 or so years. Completely different event. We owned the property, so we could build all year round. So we did build all year round. And then so then we moved as a family up to Kent. So we live not too far from.
Huh?
Kent.
What is Ken?
Oh yeah.
I always tell people that.
No, we're at the ending barrier of Kent.
No,
So
I
we
always
moved-
say
we moved
I moved from Margate to Kent.
No.
Oh dear.
Oh no,
no.
I know that as well.
You're
Oh
better
my
off saying
God.
we moved up from
Come on, grammar
Thanet to
school.
London because we're basically
Oh,
real.
no.
And also it's less embarrassing if you say we're in
I've
London.
said it now. Anyway,
now.
so I currently still live in Kent. Anyway, we live in Severn, and I'm telling everything.
Oh my god! We don't live in Surrey.
Oh,
Do some
arrested.
kind now.
We don't even live in Seven Oaks.
And our address is
We're here right
Find
now.
us.
and our no.
There's no space on the drive.
I'll be kind.
Is it funny to just watch us laugh? We find each other funny, that's fine. Yeah, anyway, so we did that for a couple of years. We then moved and we just wanted to do it again. So we actually went to, is it called Kent ScareGround? Or
Yes.
Detling, which is actually how we got our name, because we went to a location that's called Kent ScareGround, so we thought we were really clever, and we went with Kent ScareGround, which sort of stuck. Anyway, that was COVID year, so we pushed as hard as we could. We wanted to do that event, but obviously everything got cancelled, so we cancelled too. Then we couldn't hack it for another year after that. I think we took a year out because we were all too traumatised from it, I think.
Yeah. We were all
Okay,
really upset, weren't we?
yeah.
We were
We're still
gutted, we were
around
so
as well,
excited.
We'll say
about
that
doing
again,
the
COVID,
event.
yeah,
still
COVID was
around.
And also we had been like kind of ghosted by the venue, so we had to find a new venue,
yeah.
and that just posed such a big problem. We did try to find.
Or maybe there wasn't a year out, I
No,
can't
there wasn't.
remember.
No, I don't think there was.
No, it was
It was the year
it was
before.
a year we couldn't do because, and then a year out, and then Detling, and then Alpington.
A lot of bad years.
Yeah.
A lot of
Anyway,
trauma.
2021, then we found on Hewitt's Farm, but obviously the event completely different. We have to like pop up the maze in basically just a big space of nothing. So obviously a lot of pre-planning had to go in place for us as a team, which was a big learning curve. We ended up being allowed to build on someone's private property in Godstone, which ended up being terrible because we built it
we thought
very badly.
it was all fun and games.
Yeah,
until it
we
wasn't.
Clearly had
Until it was more trauma. Sorry.
dun,
dun.
Yeah, that was a big fat waste of 2 weeks, I think.
That
Putting it
was.
up, and then it
Yeah.
rained,
It was fun, though.
and then we hadn't put a roof on it, and
But it
everything-
didn't just rain. It proper rained.
So,
proper rain.
Torrential.
yeah,
It was.
we turned up, and then we ended up calling Hewitt's, and they were like, "Yeah, you can come earlier to set up." So we obviously learned that we needed a bit more than 2 weeks of setting up the event. So we went to Hewitt's, set up, all fun and games. I think there was a storm at some point. We got all the
Our
bases on
roof
their
caved in
feet.
like 4 times.
And we got home here and we could all see the storm outside, and it was sort of like, what?
Eye
like,
twitching moment.
yeah, like what's
Yeah.
happening to Snyder's
Stressful.
over at Hewitt's?
Yeah.
Anyway, Snyder's was on the
Intense.
floor.
Yeah. God.
Big
God.
Bad Wolf huffed and puffed it down.
Yeah.
So we real
That bitch was down. That bitch huffed and puffed.
We are talking way too much.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, why is this on you? Come on. Let's go.
I can't remember where I am now. Anyway, we
Huffed and puffed.
rebuilt it. We then opened. The electricity didn't work. If you came to year 1, you might have known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year 1
Yeah.
opening night.
Talk
If
to
you
us.
don't know, you can read the review.
Yeah. But anyway, credits to especially our actors and everything. They all
Yeah.
pulled together.
I
We
don't-
actually,
yeah,
I
I don't
think
think
pulled
the-
off a pretty good
The
experience
audience
for
would
people.
have known too badly.
Just
No.
without the element of tech, which is a great learning curve as well. Never rely on tech, which we don't
we don't
too
do
much
anymore.
now.
No, we
Yeah.
try not to.
We let it enhance us rather than dictate. Year 2 went incredibly better. That does make sense. Than year 1, which was last year, and then now we're going into
Year 3,
three.
our most exciting year yet.
Do you want to take over, maybe?
Of
give
what to
some-
expect.
Yeah, what to expect from this year.
From this year,
People who haven't
you should
come.
expect
Excellent.
fear, scary, laughter, fun night with your family. Boom.
What about in the daytime?
Boom.
What can you expect in the daytime, potentially?
Oh,
shit.
Molly sounds like she wants to talk about something.
Well, in the daytime this year, we might be doing something very exciting and collaborating with another local business. Shall I say the name of the business?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
you can.
We'll be collaborating with another local business this year, Wowzers Trousers, which is
Oi!
a new children's entertainment company. So not only will we be having like a terrifying event in the evening for, the grown-ups, but in the daytime we'll be having more of like a children-oriented.
Orientated.
Orientated.
What is that word? What is that word?
Orientated.
Orientated.
How do you say that word?
Orientated.
Orientated.
Okay, maybe we can think of a different word.
Maybe a different word would be great.
Focused. Centered.
Child.
Friendly.
Child friendly.
So many words for a little
Child
dyslexia
friendly.
to handle.
Child friendly is good.
We will be having today,
Not today. Today, right now.
right now. In the daytime of our event, we will be having an event that is more tailored towards our little ones, and it will be not our little ones. I've not.
Your little one.
Your little ones. We're gonna have an event.
So I just need to shut up. Right.
Anyway, in the daytime, we are going to have an event that is tailored towards children, and it is going to be called
Pumpkin. It's going to be called
Pumpkin Palooza!
Yay! Ridiculous.
So if you have any kids, bring them to the Pumpkin Palooza.
We've done more promo on that than our actual event. So yeah, at the event we're about to release our final theme this week. At the end of this week, by the time we post this.
That's really
For all
exciting.
you little brains are like, we've only
Yeah,
posted
we're all
two.
over it.
Yeah, I
When
went.
this goes out, should the timing work,
Ah,
we will be releasing our final theme, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
we're in the future.
So yeah, and keep an eye out for all our promos. I think we could probably move on.
Yeah.
move on.
Okay.
I'm a bit dry on what to say.
So moving on, we have got some very special gear.
Oh, hang on. Before we move on, this year we have got a very exciting experience. Not that I'm going to go any further because it's not been released yet, but if you have a little look on our website, there's a
there is
little
a bit of a
clue
teaser.
there. But we will be having, can I release 4 mazes and an experience. So very exciting stuff for us.
Yeah.
Different from last year.
Yeah,
where we
brand
only
new.
had 4, so yeah, just putting that out there.
Come check it out.
Go on,
Yeah.
get your sentence going.
So moving on from that, we are going to invite some very special guests to come and join us. We have got some of our wonderful actors here coming to join us tonight. We have got the wonderful Lewis coming to join us. And we also have the delightful Dan coming to join us.
Slaps all round. Slaps all round.
That's
Slaps all
I'm
round.
not touching her head.
Don't be
Oh.
concerned, you get slapped. You left him hanging.
Let him have a
You
kiss
can have.
now.
Oh, no,
You can have a
you
kiss.
do. No, you do the biggest one.
Let him have a kiss.
Yes.
Kiss
Let
his
him
head.
have a kiss.
Kiss his head. Kiss his head.
Kiss his
Kiss
head.
the bald head. Kiss it.
Kiss
Kiss
it.
Don't be alarmed, this is just how we greet Dan every time we meet him.
It was-
He has the Heineken.
It was mine all along.
You get a Heineken.
You get
You get a Heineken.
Oh, dear.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Tea with KSG.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, thank you for having us on.
No worries, excited to have you.
Couldn't get
So,
anyone
introduce yourselves. Let's start with Lewis. Do you want to introduce yourself?
What's your name?
Yeah, so,
Where are you from?
Wait,
Hello,
So-
you're a traitor.
Whilst pointing the gun at their head, no, she can't do that. Just the feet.
yeah, so my name's Lewis, I'm from Broadstairs.
And what is your address?
It's, no.
The last
Account
3
number.
numbers of you. Just the 3 on the back.
And sort code.
I'm Dan, and I'm from sort of Wallington way. I'll say
I
that.
don't even know where Wallington is.
Neither do I.
Wallington
It sounds
I don't
very
even know where I live. So I'm
It sounds
okay.
very posh, so.
He's been sat there doing a Where's Wally?
Found him.
Made it up.
There I am. Wallington.
Wally from Wallington.
How long have you guys both been involved with KSG, Lewis? Let's start with you.
So, I've been involved since I was 11 years old, and I'm now 18, so from the very beginning.
What year was your first year? What year did we start? 2015?
2016.
2016, so 2016 was your first year. So Lewis, you were with
No, it
us
would've
the
been
very
15.
first year.
We've been 15, because
Yeah,
I
I
was
thought
in
it
year
was
6.
15.
Because you just started secondary school, yeah.
I thought it was 15 as
Yeah.
well.
Well, then we need to
No,
change our
because I
story on
joined
our
2017.
website because it says
It was
2016.
definitely 16. So I joined in 17.
16.
Yeah.
Oh, so you must.
So you lied.
You
You're
lied.
lying.
Liar.
Liar.
Out.
Liar.
So Nat, do you want to come and take Lewis's place? So yeah, Lewis, you were with us for our very first year as Madhouse Margate. Well, we were
Wow.
just Madhouse. Madhouse Maze.
He was there before the Margate.
That's because it was in Westgate. So, Dan, how long have you been in us?
2021, wasn't it? So I've been
20
this, yeah. Coming up to 85 years, wow. No, so I've done it for the last 2 years and it's going into my 3rd year now. So
So basically, all of Kent ScareGround.
all of Kent,
didn't
yeah.
know
Well,
us.
no, I
Yeah.
didn't know you guys. So I literally joined as soon as KSG first came about. So
Do you want to tell the viewers how you came to discover?
discover you guys.
Yeah, how did you
Yeah.
Actually, I don't
Just-
know this.
just-
Do you guys know this?
No.
No,
Okay.
because I met you when you were already.
Yeah, you were at Godstone Farm and you were just like, we were arguing and you just stood there and you were like, you're right, we're like, yeah.
You guys okay?
Standard
You
family.
guys okay? Literally, I was like, at that moment, I was like, "Oh, you guys." I feel so in. Believe it or not, I actually was driving past Hewitt's Farm, and I actually saw the sign that was on the side of KSG. Now, bear in mind, I was with a previous
Can we put
company.
that up?
Yeah, I was with the previous company. There was a phone number on it, and it was your old man's.
Wow, that doesn't happen
I knew that
anymore.
actually, I knew that.
Yeah, so
changes.
I did. I rang up your old man, and then it
And you
turned.
still came?
You're the
believe it.
first time he took his number off.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, believe it or not, no, because I was working for a construction company at that point.
Sick.
Wow.
So that's how.
Oh, I nearly said the name.
No. Construction company. At that point. Which is why, like, me and your dad almost got talking, so then I managed to get him some very cheap gear.
Oh.
Gear meaning like
Let's
equipment
clarify.
and
Equipment,
wood. Not gear as in
MDF.
like a bag. None of that. Okay.
Jesus,
never.
sorry.
What? So
No.
you got some equipment.
So I got some equipment, I got some wood for him and everything like to
You
make.
got some wood for
Got
us.
some
Hey!
wood.
Right!
He saw a number and he was like, bloody
So
hell.
well, yeah.
He was like,
No, I need more of it.
yeah, what are you wearing? That's why he showed
Look,
up.
me and your old man have a very special connection.
I think you made that perfectly clear.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
There were some
sorry,
sheets of
carry on.
MDF, some OSB, and everything to create the mazes that we saw. Which was amazing. Which was
So
when it
you
was
were,
flat
you were
packing.
brought on maybe for a construction point.
For a
of view.
construction point of view. And it wasn't.
And now you don't.
I don't think you did anything.
It barely turns up.
No, I will be honest.
I've never seen you with a screwdriver in your hand.
Oh no! There was one part where I held
Just going around going.
I held the circular
Yes.
saw in my hand for a TikTok.
Yes, you did.
That was the one
I
time.
have footage of that.
I know,
Yes, you
That's
did.
why he's not working for that construction company.
Yeah. And that's why it's called Tea with KSG.
Tea with
That's
KSG,
the
yeah.
So, yeah.
It's piping hot.
No, but then that was when I met obviously you guys that were down there, and then I explained to you guys about my previous history
Experience.
and experience, and then yeah.
And we fell in love. We were
Oh,
like, Dan, come
Dad
over.
did.
I fell.
Dad and Dan.
We can't get rid of him.
No, you can't. Honestly, I'm sick.
No,
of
but
it.
now you're very involved. I think
Which I
maybe from
appreciate,
Paige's
yes.
perspective, like
Yeah,
in all
yeah.
the.
Well, you were
acting
kind of
side.
very involved, like pretty much immediately.
very loud.
Oh, you
It's just very
mean?
you rear about it all. It's just like, all right, mate, just fucking take him over there and do something.
It's like, yes, sweet, thank you.
No, but to be fair, I don't. Well, I don't remember you ever building a wall. So all I remember you doing is just like.
No, I
helping me
built
straight away. Shut
one
up.
bit.
No, you didn't. You leant up against it.
I held it while it was being screwed on. Like,
No, but yeah, you've definitely become like. I think like. The third time we met you was us going, oh, by the way, this is a maze that you're going to be like kind of in charge
Yeah.
of.
yeah.
You
Well, yeah,
have-
immediately became maybe part of more of an inner circle.
In
of
a circle, yeah,
conversations.
which I fully
Yeah.
appreciate from you guys. It was
Yeah.
lovely. It was lovely. Oh,
Lewis been here from the start. Lewis been here from year one.
Outer circle.
shit.
Lewis been here from year
We
one.
left him.
And we're like, yeah, pretty much instantly you were just like part of, part of the family.
Yes.
And Lewis is there like,
I just want to be involved.
I'll make a good breakfast.
He's our mascot, isn't he?
Lewis, I
He does
can't
make a
cook.
good breakfast.
So
There we
you're
go.
like-
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Lewis,
it's
to be
right
fair,
circles round
Lewis does have a role that no one could fill.
Yes. there
No
is.
one
Oh,
has the
man.
skin thick enough to
Lewis.
take his role.
No.
We love
He's
him.
our
No one
punching
can
bag,
get
isn't he?
battered and keep coming back the way he does.
We love you, Lewis.
Don't have a choice, I don't.
Oh.
Get the violins out.
No, I would say that you're the muck that builds us all together. You're like.
He's not the glue. No, he's not.
Shut up!
Yes,
I'm trying to help out, mate.
This one.
It's like all those plaster
That's a bit of parcel
sticks.
tape that doesn't stick. You know? Those gaffer tape doors.
Okay,
I'm not
so
blended into
obviously you've known these guys a very long time. What were your genuine first impressions of everybody? Be honest.
He actually
He
can't
can't
answer.
answer
No,
this
because
Why?
he doesn't remember the first
He
time
doesn't
we met
remember
us.
because
He was too
they
little.
were little
Yeah.
when we met.
Only
Actually,
Dad can
no,
answer
that's
this.
a lie. You do remember the first time you met me because
Yeah.
you started crying because you're.
Lewis was practically
Sorry,
born
but
in
this is
this
sorry,
family.
team with KSG. First time Lewis
You
met.
want to post this?
Yeah, I do. First time Lewis, because when you hear the story, come on now.
I can't even remember
So
this.
Lewis, we were at.
I was a very
Strap
sensitive
yourself
young
in,
man,
Lewis.
right?
You were,
I was
to be
probably
fair.
4, 5.
You do remember it? Yeah.
Wait, let me tell the story because so basically I was in we were at a dance school and I was in the dance studio and there was these mats and it was like in a square and I was hiding in the mats. Lewis's first day at the dance school, he comes into the dance studio and as he like comes in is when I decide to pop out of the mats and make my friends jump and like subsequently make Lewis jump and then he starts crying. Because I made him jump.
Oh.
Ask your mum. Ask your mum.
He does remember, yeah.
That's the
But
first
no, I
time
don't
Lewis
remember.
met
Oh, sorry.
me.
Right, so that's Paige's first
That's
impression of
totally
Lewis.
different.
That wasn't
Yeah, I get wet like that for
Dan, first impressions.
I'll get it back for you, mate. Right, you. Son of a bitch. No.
I was definitely arguing with my dad the first time I met
Oh,
him.
100%. 100%. No.
I don't think I.
That was a.
I don't.
This
I
is
remember
Godstone
being
Farm, that
like.
day.
Yeah, so
I
when
wasn't
I
even
first
there.
turned up, when I met you guys specifically,
I was
it was
pissed.
at Godstone Farms. You were fucking, I don't know, at
Yeah.
another level, dude, of anger.
Oh no! Don't
I've seen
say
you worse.
that.
No. Like, as in, like,
stress.
stress.
It was
that
not
you
anger,
had.
it was
Not
stress,
anger, stress. Yeah. But fair enough. This was like the first time that was in that environment, so I
Yeah.
totally get that.
And the roof did fall down.
The roof did fall down.
Everybody was very, very stressed that day.
Everyone was very
And
stressed.
everyone was
It's
stressing about things
because
that
it
we
was our
couldn't
first
even
rehearsal.
fix.
But you couldn't do, and
I
you
wasn't
couldn't.
there.
It was
You
our-
couldn't fix it. You couldn't do
did
nothing
not.
about
No,
it.
listen. It was everything was perfect the day before. We turned up at 9
Oh,
a.m.
yeah.
Rehearsals
Boom.
started at 10 a.m. First ever rehearsals, and the whole place just looked like carnage. That's what.
And it was
That's the
stress.
situation.
Yeah, that was the situation. No, like, but then obviously you're going. I need to get this done.
Please don't hit me.
Yeah.
Please don't call me a pussy.
You're going.
Online.
I need to get this done.
Yeah.
You're going. Well, no, we need to get this done first. And I'm walking in, going, "Hi guys,
Great,
how we doing?"
Dan.
Do you need any wood?
Whoa.
Oh, yes!
I've
I've got gear and I've got wood. That's what you said. Let's have a party.
I helped the situation, didn't I?
You did. Calm us down.
So yeah, no, to some extent. But no, so it was very nice to see you guys at first because I was like, you definitely were a tight knit family because the best thing that you should have is shouting matches with each other
Yeah.
for the fun.
Which
of it.
I feel like now we've definitely
It
gained.
was.
We've gained like a line between family and business, but
Yeah.
I definitely think year one, like for us,
Year one was a stressful year. Let's be honest.
it's very hard
stressful.
working
But-
family.
I wouldn't do it.
What from watching us? Fuck that.
She's like,
I learned my lesson.
I'll be adopted
Do you
into
know
this
what?
one.
You know what a roast dinner is in our house? A business meeting.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. So family. So
So yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
okay.
like.
Any like roasts? Obviously you roasted me, so not me.
Oh,
Any funny opinions?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you were weird. You were another one. Yes, of course, Paige. It's not gonna be anyone
I
else.
didn't know who you were looking at.
No.
I'm not paying attention.
Oh no, Paige was weird.
Oh, we should have pretty
Paige was maybe
discussed
about
this.
15.
Oh no,
No.
no, she wasn't
That's being
15.
dismissive.
No,
Hands off.
There should be you're 19,
No.
so 16.
because but I loved it, man. Like you were.
What do you mean? I was weird in what
I
way?
know, she was just like. You went from one thing to the next. It was like very much like this needs to be done. This needs to be done. Hi. This needs to be done. This is about hi. It's like when the new people coming in. I was like, you switch like that, and it's amazing. I loved it. I
You
really
are not
did
happy.
No, I feel like you're going.
I'm digging. I'm probably digging. You asked me honestly.
When that camera goes off.
Okay, take
getting
that
a
one.
beating.
Let's take that one. Any opinions on James?
Dude, you're just awesome.
Thank you.
Aww.
Yes, you're just awesome.
Fuck.
You're-
Angry prig. Mood change. I love you.
Bloody hell for safety over there.
Yeah.
Right,
Kept me
let's do another
safe.
question then.
Okay, so what about the most memorable reaction you've ever received from an attendee?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Dan, want to go first?
Rescue me.
Do you know what? Even from an attendee point of view, I think it's the bird banger that went off. That was quite a good one.
The fireworky type.
The firework thing. The first time that ever went off, that was. I think that was a shock to
Like,
everyone.
it did.
Well, yeah, because
What
we
was
didn't
that?
know about
We
it.
didn't know about it, and we were like,
It was a shooting.
we need to hit the ground. Like,
We just
I
turned
didn't
the
plan for a
lights on
shooting, Christ.
and now there's a shooting.
That wasn't my emergency plan.
Oh no, that was a good one. So I don't know if you know the whole.
Wait, was that first year when you and Colin said
No, this was last year. No, it was first year.
It was
First year when you and
First
Colin went
Colin,
into
it was
the
Colin,
set
yeah.
It was Colin, yeah. We just snuck off
It
for
was a
these
secret.
firework things. And we did,
Safe.
so, oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
safe.
safe, don't worry.
Like, 'cause, like, and obviously we read the instructions and everything like that, and we just thought it was going to be like this little bang, like the prop bangs that we have.
Yeah.
Little did we know
Deafening.
that thing. Was,
The whole place.
Didn't the
No,
crowd
I
get
don't
a
think
plank
so.
for that?
No.
Not
Something
that.
loud like
But
that.
you'd
but
think
did
we
get
would.
plank for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was
but
very
no,
loud.
I got told there was no complaints.
But
But
the
Ah,
but the
there
best
was
thing
something.
about that was, as soon as it gone off, Colin and him walked past little kids. I was like, wrong. And we're all sitting there on the stage like, what on earth was that? Them two are giggling with each other.
yeah.
Like a bunch
Then
of little
again,
kids.
I then had someone be like, Dan! I was like, it was.
Only you would get
Oh,
away
dear.
with that. But
Lewis, what about you?
Yeah.
Mine was probably when we was back at Madhouse, and it was with when I was a soldier, and when they'd come through a door, door would slam, and they'd literally be in a black room, and they wouldn't be able to see me, and I'd always be like there was like accidentally bump into me, and they'd scream in my ears, and it'd just be the funniest thing going, because then they'd have to see me, and they just wouldn't expect it. Great.
When and where?
Yeah, so
Also,
I
final year of Madhouse.
Funny thing about that one is I asked for that room to be white, and then I walked in and it was black.
Wait, what
Classic.
was the final year? I'm confused.
Was that not where,
World War.
what's your name? Away from
World
Wayne
War.
Traitor.
Get on the
Yes.
Other way around, you wanted it to be
No, wanted it to be
black
white.
and it was white.
No, wanted it to be white.
It was white in the end.
It was white.
It was white.
I
The
think
other
it
room
got
was
painted
white.
white over the black, which
Ah.
and the ceiling remained black,
Yeah.
and I wanted white.
The ceiling that then got pulled off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
So
that's
it didn't actually have a ceiling.
Yeah, not in the end it didn't. But anyway.
Well, actually, hang on. Molly can have the same can answer these questions as well because
Oh,
Molly actually
we're
started
in
as
for
an actor.
this.
Yeah.
So, oh, should we do
I'm gonna do
I was there.
Sorry, can I
So
ask,
did
when
I.
did you actually start?
So I auditioned when was it Godstone when you were in that big
No,
no
Detling.
I auditioned then.
2020.
Yeah.
in the big.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
I
shoot.
drove to the audition and I was so nervous. I literally called my mum on the way and was like, Mum, I'm on my way to this audition. And I was like in drama school at the time, so the fact that I was even doing an audition for something like this was a really big deal. Anyway, I got there and was just like really nervous and everyone was just so lovely and chatty. And then I got back in the car after the audition and was like, well, do you know what? If I didn't get it, I at least tried my best.
Oh.
So funny because we were all like, they're so good.
Oh my god, we
were.
need to make sure they come back.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That was
Listen, go,
only
Mum, I don't know
3 years
how I
ago.
No.
Like 3 years
It's
ago,
not really
you
quick.
auditioned as an
Above
actor,
the
and now you're literally marketing manager. You every post that goes out is from you.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's crazy.
Every message we get is from you.
Yeah, you can't get away from me now.
Yeah, and then but then you acted for. So obviously that year didn't happen.
Mhm.
You come back for 2021. You acted.
Mhm.
2021. We actually I think were pulling you on board a little bit.
Yeah, we were getting you to come in scenes with us.
Because
And
Molly was
give us a
very
little bit of a-
just very
not
good in the way
hesitant,
she was.
but
no,
you were
just-
very much like you didn't want to overstep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, God no,
But
absolutely
we
not.
did give you
Yeah.
permission, really in the end.
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
like,
like-
Because I
seriously.
didn't really know you that during that time at
No.
all. But like when I then met you, it just felt like you'd clicked with
Yeah,
everybody.
Because me and you
You
were
just sort of
stupidly
clicked.
close.
Yeah,
Like
we
from
were.
the off, weren't
Yeah,
we? We were just
we
like
were.
a little ball of ADHD that it was so much fun.
yeah, we
It
were.
was so silly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of the latest like reels that was posted, the one of you
pumping up the tank or something.
Yeah.
Being idiots.
Silly.
Yeah. And it wasn't until 2022.
2022 you came on the team. You didn't do as much. I think last year you were just like sort of maybe a bit more admin-y from my point of view, a bit more just like helping.
And
Yeah, you were more directory. You
Yeah.
helped me a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas
This
this
year,
year
full
now
bang.
you've fully got a
Yeah.
role, you're fully there.
You got a whole department.
Got a whole
Now you
department.
can't leave.
I know, I'm never gonna
Hey,
leave.
making a podcast.
I know, look at us go.
Right, now
Right.
another question.
So your most memorable part of
Oh yeah.
reaction you've ever had?
Oh my god, that's a really good one. I think from my first year, because I'd never done scare acting before anyway, so the whole thing was just like a new experience. It was crazy. There was this guy that walked through in a group, and he was like absolutely like so much taller than me. Could
Everybody
probably,
is.
I mean, it's not hard. And that's the tea.
I am
That's
taller.
the tea. True. It's
I'm
not
normal
hard.
height. She's not.
But this guy was like big,
Asian.
tough looking dude. And I remember doing like my whole like mama spiel in case. Oh my god, it wasn't Case Search, was it? It was Camp Slaughter. Crazy. But I remember doing like my whole spiel. I was going down the line, basically like roasting each person, and I got really close in this guy's face, and he was just getting really angry with me, and was like, "You better get out my face right now!" Like all of this stuff. This guy that could literally squish me with his like little finger, he was getting really aggy about it. I just couldn't fathom it. Thumb.
Little finger.
Little finger.
I don't get when people do that.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's because they're stressed.
It's their fight or fright.
Like we have,
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, but that's what we push them for, is their fight or fright, right? So they
Yeah.
run off scaring, which most people do. Like,
I think those kind of things are really like important though for a scare actor, because then you learn how to deal with those situations like on the spot, because you have to, right?
Oh yeah.
You have
It
to
makes-
know how to deal with these
And
situations.
then it makes more like I mean obviously it makes sense when you do the event why we why we do those things in the like the training days and our rehearsals and stuff, like why we do like have exit plans, or not exit plans, but do you know what I mean, like
Codes
places
and
that you
alarms.
go if
Yeah,
the person's
absolutely.
displaying a certain bit of behaviour and things like that. Like, I don't think people would realise the importance of that, or even the depth that we do go into when we do the actor stuff.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you get called anything, you got to wear that as a medal.
Oh, absolutely.
You need to
I-
wear
like
that.
the last-
as
That's
a
the goal,
medal.
innit?
Like, yeah.
Oh my god! Like, I won't say all the words that would be said.
Absolutely
not. But there are certain point systems, and you've got to hit those 10s.
Okay, what about how do you get into character and maintain your scare factor throughout the whole event? So from night one, how do you get into character and then maintain
I'll
that
tell you what,
scariness?
I've got no idea how they do it, so I couldn't do it.
Go on then.
Oh.
No, he answered first last time. You're not getting out of this one.
Oh.
Ouch.
Do you know what? I'll go because I've got something.
Go on.
For me, when we do like auditions today that we had today, I always do this thing where I feel like if you're getting into a character for anything, you need to have some sort of like twitch, or like even if it's something in your pocket, or you need to have a buzzword or something that you can always come back to. So if a group does come through and they are really nasty, or if like your family comes through and you like get a little bit anxious or whatever, there's always something that you can come back to. It's like an origin of your character that you can just like tap into. You start doing the twitchy thing and then, oh right, okay, I know where I'm at least you've got like that level basis. I think that's really important, but yeah, that's what I do.
No. Well, with me, I suppose it's more recently I've learnt to cope with people that are not cooperating with your scenes and being able to get into my character. Well, obviously, the first year of KSG was when I felt like I knew what I was doing, and I feel like when I got my suit on for Snyder's, I think like put my hat on, do my little do my jacket, and that's it. I'm in character.
Yeah,
and then
I felt like, sorry to interrupt, I felt like you were like strutting around.
Yeah.
You got that
Yeah,
suit
exactly.
on.
That was it. That was in character.
Like, you look happy.
Yeah.
It's like your armour
That's
for the
good.
night, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's part of it.
Cool, let's go.
You could definitely see what you just said.
You can see the confidence as soon as you put that down.
Because like, not that you were like, not confident when we were at Madhouse, but you just, something clicked in that changeover from Madhouse
he's
to
older now.
you grew up a little bit, you had done it previously, so you've got all the experience, and now you're actually starting to develop your actual ability and your skill
Acting, yeah.
You were
and
actually
your
on the
craft. Yeah.
I felt like I had to take certain things on as well, because where it was a new thing, it was new. There wasn't many people from Madhouse. It was like me and a couple others.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to be the person that, cause people knew about me being in Madhouse, and
Yeah.
they could come to go, oh, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And also
Always.
when Molly said like when people come in and they almost like ruin the scene with like want to be like, oh, I'm Jack the Lad, I'm
Yeah,
this,
they're
that, and
running
the other.
their own
If anything,
experience.
they're ruining it for there, and
Yeah.
you can just go, always be in character, but like move them on a bit quickly to go like. End of the day, you've
Fuck off.
like
Yeah.
you've ruined it.
You
You've
fucked
ruined
up.
Yeah, to be here.
Yeah, no, you come to me
You've
and
ruined
you've
it
ruined it for
yourself. You're not
yourself.
going to get my spiel now. Fuck off.
The amount of times I did that last year, you won't believe.
You're
Yeah.
in my...
You are never gonna see
You're in mama's
this.
tent.
Yeah, God. I had 30 minutes practice for this, and you ain't gonna hear nothing.
Yeah, Dan, what would you say? I've forgotten the fucking question.
Like something nice.
Yeah.
How'd you say in character?
Yeah.
I said, oh, it's got to be a good sing song before.
Sing song, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be a good sing song.
Jameson.
Jameson's went back in case search.
Oh, you love a chant.
Yeah.
Love
I feel like
chant.
you're
So
very
fun.
your
Good at, like,
approach, and this is why I
camaraderie.
like you.
Oh,
Sorry,
Max.
now. Yeah. You're very much like about like the whole team, which
Yeah.
we really try to instill in the
Yeah.
actors. Like it's not about you; it's
No.
about
Yeah.
the experience. And I feel like you come with that approach.
Yeah.
Even with like your little chants, I know I actually butted in your question. Sorry.
No, no,
But,
go
like,
ahead.
even with your chants and stuff, I feel like it actually just unites everybody and gets
Yeah,
everybody.
Does.
and I think that's
It
a really,
really
really good
does.
thing because we have stepped away from that a bit more since coming as to KSG because we don't have the time
To
or the energy
Yeah.
or whatever.
To-
because
No,
we're so
give
stressed.
Yeah, you're so
everything,
sad,
yeah.
but the thing is, you guys have got more important things
Yeah.
that you need to be doing. Like it's like
And I
Turn the lights on.
love hearing it. It makes me smile when I'm stapling sheets that have fallen down or whatever, and I'm grumbling because I've done it 3 nights in a row. And then
our scarers are
chanting,
having a whale
and
of a
I'm
time
like,
in the woods.
that's
Getting
so
or
all
like
psyched
3
for
months
night.
later when I'm
And-
looking through stuff and I see
Yeah.
a video and you're all and I'm like, wow.
Like there's
Yeah.
a video of us all in the rain, huddled in like the bar space of Snyder's before it was finished, just flipping a bottle.
Yeah.
Really,
We're all-
Right.
we're all just
Oh my
chanting.
God.
Yeah! It's so great.
we were there for 50 minutes.
We were there for
We
so
were
long.
there for 50 minutes just chugging this bottle.
And
That was great.
and
But
like
it's those little moments I feel
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
get you pumped and get you ready and just get you ready to go. But especially with like chanting or anything like that, or a nice little haka. I do like a good haka.
Yeah. Moving on from that, I guess, what's the most challenging part do you guys think about being a scare actor, and how do you like overcome
Fitness.
That's such a good point.
That's
That's
so
such a
true.
good point. You have to
Yeah.
be like
And
so
there's
in your
vocal
body.
as well,
Fitness.
And voice, yeah.
Vocal health
Voice.
is-
Oh
which
my
people will never
God.
take as seriously as they really should. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will tell you
Yeah,
now,
We-
flapjacks are the way forward.
Okay.
Interesting.
Did you not know that?
No.
They're slow calorie burners.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Like
thought
slow
you meant-
energy.
So did I, and I was like, what did it do?
New voice. Lozenges. Lemon, black and white. What do you want?
Or just shut the fuck up, really.
That'll do it.
Yeah, if you choose to scream, you got to scream every night for 5 hours every night.
And we say that, I say don't scream, and I hear you screaming, and then you've not got a voice, and I've not
Yeah.
got
And then you go,
anything.
Even things like at auditions, like today, people were like obviously going for gold because they were living their best life and wanted to be a part of this thing.
Yeah.
But someone came up to me in the auditions and were like, none of these people are going to have voices tomorrow. Not a
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
one. And it's different, I guess, because it's an audition setting, but no one thinks about vocal.
No.
And we
stuff
stress it.
ever.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We
do.
do.
It's really
Especially,
important, really.
it's
isn't
also
it?
an event that's outside. We
Right.
face in October. We're facing the weather as it is.
Yeah.
It's
So
pretty
look after your
dangerous.
voice.
It's pretty dangerous.
You
It's
should be
a
wearing
extreme
scarves.
sport.
It really is.
Scarves and
Lily
steaming.
had the right idea last year. She had a character called Mute that didn't talk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
by
no.
the end I was.
Oh,
by
by the end of it,
I was
shower.
Yeah, I heard you scream.
But she had a voice. But she had a voice.
At one point, I was like, "Is that Lily?"
Yeah. She won't
Is
shut
that
up.
Lily? The mute.
Someone came round.
Get over it.
Someone came round that knew that she was mute and went, I thought you were supposed to be
Yeah.
a mute. She was screaming away. Yeah, But you even give them your performers college spiel about
Oh god, yeah.
okay guys, make sure you're breathing and you're
I do every time. I give them like a whole spiel about like vocal health and like how to help it and all of this kind of stuff.
Should I bring in my model larynx next time and really?
yeah.
Honestly,
Oh my
please.
God, I would
Do
love
a
that.
little
I've got
lesson.
one
So we've got
Please.
fitness.
Where's it my
Yeah.
teacher
Throw
training?
anything else,
I'd probably
Lewis?
say you've got to have good people skills.
Sorry to interrupt.
Carry on.
Wait.
Oh,
Hang on.
5 out of 10.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
gotta be
please
done.
don't leave me
That
hanging.
was so
It
good.
is.
Please
It's
don't leave
gotta
me
be
hanging. I swear.
Leave him hanging.
Bash!
That's gonna be
Bash!
crazy on the
Sorry,
mic.
that was a down, wasn't it?
It's gonna fucking echo.
Shake the camera. Shake the camera.
Yeah, I'll put a little effect in. Go on.
I'd probably say you've got to have good people skills. Otherwise,
Oh yeah.
what's the point? And if
Although
you can't deal with people in different situations as well.
Sometimes really
Depends on
bad
the
people
character.
skills can be considered very scary.
yeah, and also
Like,
like
do you
get
mean in terms of being a team member or?
Yeah, I'd say in terms of being a team member and
But maybe not.
also-
Also,
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
and also
Different.
dealing with members of public.
That's actually a good point from you
Yeah.
because obviously.
What a duct tape!
Stop! God, you said something
Hey,
I
stick
know
up.
that
That's
was
actually good from you, because I thought you were
no, I mean, you said something good.
No, I mean because he has had experience with people within his maze causing him problems. So that is a very
Yes,
valid
that was
point for
very
him.
Yeah.
Like he's
You did
experienced that
handle
more
it
than other
really
people
well.
have. I know other people have experienced that from
Yeah.
other places and have, but
I mean,
I don't
Because at the
think
end of the day-
I've met anyone who's got as much resilience
yeah.
as Lewis.
And I suppose,
yeah,
it's
it's very
it's
calm.
because at the end of the day, right, it's all well and good having good people skills with other people. Like you can be like, you can call them, like you can tell them, oh, piss off people that customers coming through the maze if they're being, knobheads.
Yeah.
But your own team, you can't go in the middle of the night.
no.
You're a knobhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
when
Team
you've got a
morale,
group coming
gone.
through, you
And
can't.
you've got to
gotta-
then suffer another 3 nights
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
And also,
You've got to like have the people skills and
Because realistically, like, if you put 20 people in a room together, which is what a maze can be sometimes,
Yeah.
guaranteed to not all get on because
No.
No.
they're all going to have clashing personalities
Of
or they're going to be too similar. Like, there's just no way that
Mm.
even 10 people in a room are all going to love each other because it's just never going to happen. How many people have got in this room?
Yeah. I
All
can't
right,
stand
we're
that.
good,
I
we're
hate
good, we're
most of
good.
the adverts.
Well,
Oh,
now
well, I don't blame
now I
you.
do. He just said I've got, I've changed emotions. But
You did
Well,
that.
really?
so that is a good point. You're never gonna. So you have to be able
No,
to
you-
get on with
you
people that
say-
you don't do this with.
Yeah, but I love you for that, by the way.
Even though I would
you need
say
to be grovelling and dug a hole
Yeah.
in there.
I would
Have you
say
not seen
as-
the ladder I'm building?
What would you say, Charlotte? What would you say?
What would Dan say? Dan's got something to say.
Dan's always got
I don't
something
know
to
what I was
say.
going to say now.
Go on, mate.
Bro,
No,
you
I
have
would
something
say
to
that's a big thing about like I think for Kent ScareGround, like the biggest thing is that like all of our people like we seem to get on and we do love
Yeah.
family people and whatever, but of course we do get those people like and seeing everyone get on and do those chants and stuff is like the best thing, but for us some of our biggest problems can be the people because
The actors, you mean?
the
The
people.
people.
The people.
You're wrong.
Oh,
You know, it
terrible.
can be the actors because we are maybe it's not a small part for us, but there's so much for us to think about. But for a scare actor, that is all they're thinking
That's your
about.
everything.
So
about the
and I
event,
think
yeah.
we've learned that they need that time too. So that's why we now pass things over. So we have like scare captains and stuff like that. That their goal is to keep
Also-
the morale high and we don't bother them with
For-
our stresses.
for
I
us-
love that about you guys.
For
by the way.
us, the event is about the customers, but for the actors, the event
It's
is about
about
them and
But
their
also,
experience.
Going
And
off that point, like
I've never thought
as
of
an
it that way.
actor, your first job you'll get on your talent. Your
Mm.
next, if you get hired back, is because of your reputation.
Oh, for
You,
sure.
if you
Yeah.
could have been the best actor on the job, but if you're an asshole to work with, you
Oh
ain't
gosh,
coming
and
back
we're so
regardless.
much like that.
Mm.
Like
And
That's so
Yeah.
important to us. Like,
I was taught that at uni when I was studying. Like,
And it's not
It's
it's
such a
not
big
because
question.
and everyone knows everyone.
it's not a personal thing. We won't have someone back just because we don't like them. We won't have someone back if there's
They've
like a
caused
general
problems, yeah.
yeah.
or they've made people feel uncomfortable and had issues because the last thing you want is for
Because
people to feel uncomfortable
people
with
Yeah.
everything
want the
they're
best
working
when
with.
they're
When they're in a
happy and
safe
they're having the
environment.
best time. That's
Also, like the whole like Scare family and KSG family for us it's just so important. I
Mhm.
think it's like seeing people make friends and have a good time and like all of the actors gelling together. I think it's a really
It's-
like rewarding thing for all of us to watch.
It's very open. It's
It's
very
hard
Even
work.
us, like our friendships have been made through KSG. Like,
Yeah.
you two are very close,
Yeah, we're
but
really
you
good
guys
friends.
met through KSG.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We met you through
Yeah,
KSG.
yeah.
So it's so
Yeah, some of
good
the
way-
closest people to us as a
Oh,
family
we
now
met.
are.
We met.
But
Through
also
and
coming
through.
from
Yeah.
a, you know what, like coming from a
Through
scare
my
artist
house.
point of view, it's so nice to see such a tight knit family that's running this.
And also, coming off the back of that, it's such an easy family and thing to be comfortable around
Yeah.
Okay.
and fall
So
into.
that-
True.
Like
very easy
for real,
to
for
do.
real. Like it is
Just
such
that.
it's such
No,
a
you're easier
health.
now.
Like you're gonna laugh, but it is a healthy, happy environment for us to be able to feel comfortable enough to not only be vulnerable in like what we're doing in our acting and our physicality, but also to then allow ourselves as people to get close to you in such a vulnerable environment. Like you do such a
And
good job
as
of that, and I don't
ourselves.
think we say it enough.
And in a way,
Yeah.
you lot are role models. In a way. You lot are-
Absolutely.
This is true. This is true.
Hugely.
Like,
You know what? It's
Like-
this podcast.
And like, you got to think. Like,
Keep
you
going
gotta-
on.
Oh, love us more.
Alright.
Where's
Like-
the tea
I'm
going?
a- I'm a-
Lewis,
I'm a-
how beautiful do you think I am?
Tell us, we need to do like funny.
Yeah,
We need a funny
well,
story or something.
I was
now.
gonna say, talking about like heartwarming, like little cute moments. Could you share like a heartwarming or funny interaction that you've had with an attendee or a member of the team while we're getting all cute and stuff?
All of us.
Or
Just
funny.
Anyone, I guess. Yeah, funny or like cute, heartwarming, whatever. Whatever comes to mind.
I mean, my
You're
funniest
one.
moment was with James. when
Mine.
The door came off in your house.
Yeah.
I'm
Madhouse.
scared. I don't
Oh
know what
my
it is.
god.
That was
That
hilarious.
was
That's
so
one of my
stressful at the
favourite.
time.
Yeah.
And your room stunk of farts because all the kids.
Not me.
It stunk of farts. As soon as that door went, all the farts It honestly, it was so humid and smelly because of the kids in your room.
And the door was
Yeah.
gaffer
And
taped
the doors,
on.
the doors held. Who did this with gaffer tape?
We
Who
know who
does
did
that?
it.
So
I
when
got
the
one.
public went through the door went to follow them, and I went.
And there's
The
James.
door, I just
I'm
held
trying
the
to do my
door.
scene. And James is there like,
And then after they went out of Brody's room, I was like, I've got the door. Look at the door. What do I do with
we
the
had to take
door?
guy in the next room, didn't we?
We did, yeah, we did. Come and fix the door, please. It's letting the farts in.
I'm scared.
Just letting the aroma out.
Are you want to go next with one?
Yeah, one's not that funny, but it's like I find it funny. But it's when like me or anyone that is like, I was going to say Jordan then, but let's not get emotional. Anyone that's like in black that isn't an actor, but we have to go in the scare maze sometimes to like make a toilet break or something like that. Is just like when you're stuck between two groups
Yeah, I love
and
that.
you're like running around, but then you just get in a bottleneck where you're like, fuck it, and you just have to go under the table or something.
Yeah, I love
You're in the scene, or actually just when you get busted. Like I've ruined maybe 3 or 4 groups'
Yeah.
experiences
Really?
by just literally just
Getting stuck.
Is this when you're coming around to come for like a welfare
yeah,
check?
like
Love
we
that.
have to go in between groups, and like sometimes the gaps don't work. Sometimes people are like move quicker. That's why it is. There's been so many funny moments. I can't think of one.
One of
My
Can I tell
favourite.
my other one?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
When it was really funny at the time, but like when we put up that tent at the back of
Oh yeah.
Kent ScareGround,
Oh.
and I was thinking it was and we like just were chatting, and I turned back, and the tent that we just put up wasn't where we
Wasn't
just
there.
put it,
No.
and we
It
were
wasn't-
like,
I remember that.
we did just put that tent there, didn't we? And we spent like 10 minutes looking for the tent, and the tent had gone like
Blown in the
Like,
wind.
freaking Dorothy.
Over the fence.
We're not
You're not in Orpington anymore.
Yeah, it was just really funny at the time.
Well,
No, I don't, that's
Another
really
point on that
funny.
was, it wasn't last year before, where I was stuck between the wall and a black room. When you come round, I think there's someone coming in now. I'm going to jump out at them. It's just you like walking around with bottles of
Yeah,
water.
I love
What was
it.
your
I
result?
love it when that
Bottles of
happens.
water. I'm thinking, oh, that was a waste,
Do
wasn't
it,
it?
do it,
And I do my best scare of the night. and it
That's
was
why
wasted.
I
I do that
welfare
all the time.
check.
Yeah.
This one comes around. Welfare check. Dan,
Don't
I
jump
swear
on
to
me.
God.
last
Swear to
year,
God if you scare me.
through the
Me
tunnel
and
in
Rachel,
Fortitude, just want to get
always.
to Georgia. So obviously she was dealing with a group, and I would sit and wait in the tunnel. so she's seeing the group out, and that was like the easiest place to sneak in because I could go in by the side and
Go through the wall, yeah.
And she wouldn't realise I'd come in her room. And I just stand in her room. And then she's turn around. But obviously she's in a morph suit, so I can't even see what she looks like. She shuts herself every time. I loved it. I loved it. And then I'd go into the next room where little Lily was, and she'd be like, you made her jump, didn't you? And I was like, Yeah, do you want a water?
Tell you what, building that. If anyone came last year, no, the year before, building that wall was the biggest
What was
mistake.
last
The one that
It was
moved.
last
That was
Last
last
year.
year.
Last year was the biggest mistake we've ever made.
I
thought
thought it was
No,
great.
Not every group experienced it because none of us wanted to push the wall all
Well,
night.
me and James run it quite
We
a
were
lot.
on it quite a lot.
And
Okay.
oh, Mariella.
I experienced a lot of I'm not going on the wall, I'm not going on the wall, and poor Nat was on the wall the
It
whole
doesn't mean
night.
that no one was on the
Bless
wall.
Okay, fair enough.
Nat just popped her head going, yeah, it was on that wall on fucking
Yeah.
night.
We had a good
Nat
time,
would agree
didn't
with
we?
me. Any more funny moments, people?
Oh, when it got pushed back towards us now. It was when Lee went, yeah, well done. Followed the
Funny
group.
moment? Lil? You got one?
Oh god, I'm trying to think.
There's so many.
Nothing funny.
When you
Oh
broke
yeah,
the
I
smash room in
literally
space
had a
back that we borrowed.
nosebleed.
You had a nosebleed.
Yeah, because I was hitting the thing and it just smacked back my
No,
face.
you actually
And
did.
it was a chair leg. It was a chair leg, and I was smacking the fence, and then it just like.
I was on the wall, I turned around to
me.
Lee,
And I thought I like
Good for the
smashed my
character, though.
teeth. Like I
She
honestly
just
thought I smashed my
disappeared, and I was just like,
And I was like, oh, and I was just shaking, and then I was
Lily was
like,
like, can you check my teeth?
and then but it was just my nose piercing just like went like ripped my nose.
So,
Yeah.
you know that we had last year?
Yes.
I went in there and went, you got any like spare broken like bats that we could probably use just in the maze?
Because we didn't have enough in the
I went-
junkyard that we
I went,
built you.
I won't break it. I won't break it, promise you. Yeah, back by the end of it. Lily goes, oh, I can't smash this metal bar around all night. I went, right, well, swap. Lily comes back to me about an hour later, goes, I broke it. The whole thing is snapped in half.
a metal bat snapped in half.
A metal bat.
And then the guy came
Full of rage.
Okay, She-Hulk.
You guys are rage.
I came in and went, that's my bat. And it broke.
Yeah, we kind of got a few.
Oh
of these.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I broke quite a few things.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone aspiring to become a character, what would it be?
Do
Be
it.
yourself.
Yeah. Be yourself.
Be
Be
yourself.
yourself.
Do
Do it.
Do it.
Literally no one cares.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Yeah, no
last
one cares.
year I was so like my first year I was so in my head, and that's why I was like my character's mute, because I was just like
Just couldn't.
I'm a dancer. I'm not like I'm not acting like I can dance whatever, but just talking there's no scary.
I'm alright.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. But and then as soon as I'm not even joking, you two and what's his name? Oh my god, Pete. Fucking
Tell you what,
my
we-
rock.
we-
You literally.
Tell you what, we smashed the maze.
did, we
basically.
did.
Yeah,
we
you
did.
like
Really
really
good.
brought it
It
out.
was
Okay,
so
that's
bad,
the only
it's so
reason why
annoying
I
that
was
it took
screaming
so
about
long
that,
to come
because
back.
of you two.
Actually, jumping on the back of that, I think that's it for some of the Shire people. There's so many people I can think of that like we've seen just
Completely changed.
I would say Casper as a big one.
Claire.
Like Claire.
Yeah.
Lovely to
just
see.
throw some names
Yeah.
out. But yeah, and even Lily, like
Both
being
Claires,
around
and Jake.
people that are
Yeah.
just like
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
don't care, then you're like, why am I caring?
Yeah,
you just do it, and then
Yeah.
they just completely come out of their shell. Sometimes we walk around, maybe Clay as well. They've
Even-
never acted. And
Even
then,
to see,
I was like,
even to
"You
see
sure?"
people at the audition today behaving how they didn't behave 2 years ago at their audition.
Yeah.
And even
Crying
last
at their
year,
auditions. And
like
things that.
Lucas, I feel like today he just was really confident.
and just
And
they
he
get
just
so
went
much
for it.
confidence.
And
And he just went for it.
Yeah.
Darcy, oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
I was after them.
I think I love seeing things. I think that's probably one of the most rewarding things.
Yeah.
Along
Yeah.
with people making all the friendships, because I love seeing that, and I love
Yeah.
that people. I'm like, what, they met at KSG. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then
of
they
course
stay
did.
friends all year.
Yeah, like, I
All
thought
the
like
time.
Clay and Georgia, for
Yeah.
example.
Clay
I
and
thought they knew each
Georgia.
other before they
It's
came.
annoying
Yeah.
when we keep the group chats
Sure.
open and they do keep
Yeah,
chatting.
they met at KSG.
It's annoying for
And
us, but
And it's
wholesome.
good, and it's like
yeah.
to see from
Yeah.
to see from like an
Yeah,
actor's
literally like
perspective
besties.
that everyone's always going, oh yeah, I can't wait for auditions. Like
Yeah, they
a year
do.
right. And then, oh, I
And
can't
when
wait
they
till our
were, like,
next
all
meet.
running
I
up
can't
and
wait till our
hugging.
next content
It is
shoot.
really, really cute, but it's
So
definitely really,
wholesome.
really rewarding to see someone come out of their shell
Like,
Yeah.
and have the confidence.
100%.
But even those who are confident also grow more.
Like,
But I
like Mr. has to have a head in a cupboard, and he's
Yeah,
got to
you
be
need-
quiet and go, but he goes. So from from that to what's your name,
But-
where you from, are you a traitor, to like Snyder's.
That also has come from you lot being so tight knit with the actors, and you focus so much on our acting. And last year we got so many like good reviews on acting was great. This, that, and the other.
Yeah, we do get that at the moment.
don't.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's because
It's
like
something.
we've come from performing backgrounds and things,
Yeah.
and we're all
Yeah,
very
sure.
involved.
Exactly.
in it.
That's when I said you
And
lot are
like,
both all of
of
you are
us.
both are all role models.
Yeah, and it's just like when you go to other places, we were always just like, I don't know, not as affected or not as immersed because like we just didn't understand
Like
why things were going on.
big
and
sets,
who are
didn't
you?
they, like,
What
for the
why are you going like this in my face? Like we don't really
Mm.
vibe from those type of things.
Yeah, I can agree.
And when we were Madhouse Market, we went for like a 45-minute maze where it was like scene after scene after scene. So then actually we're coming backwards. We're trying to include more jump scares and quicker actions and stuff, but still keeping
Keeping the flow
the
going.
like
Yeah.
standard of actors.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is what
For sure.
sets us aside from.
Because we
the
used to
rest.
do rehearsals every Sunday.
Yeah.
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 Every Sunday and Wednesday, wasn't it?
And,
got it in
now
my
we've
phone
realised that
every Sunday.
we won't get the people there. So now we've taken an approach where it's like these are the dates,
I
blah blah
think-
blah. But we used to ask people to come.
Yeah, for me that was quite a scary thing, saying that we like last year
One
we
day.
had one rehearsal
Yeah.
day.
That really
I was
stressed me out,
shitting myself.
Because I knew it all, like, it kind of was all, like, fell on me. I know I had you and Fraser, but,
Yeah, of course.
like, that was my,
It was
like,
your day, it's like-
and, like,
Yeah.
this is when I finally got enough for it to be my role.
Yeah.
That was quite nerve-wracking, being like, I have to have 3 mazes completely organised and ready to go.
But what, like Georgia was saying earlier in the car, when, like, because it only was one day, it made everyone focus more
Yeah.
and want
Gosh.
to get it done
And it meant they
the
had to
best
Yeah.
because
There
they
was
only
no
have
Had to
one
be
day.
there.
There was
And
no
for
room
Kent,
for
for
not
Kent
getting it.
ScareGround, it just didn't work when we tried to do rehearsals. We did one at Detling. We actually got one rehearsal done,
Yeah.
and the maze was
Yes.
just taped on the floor, which just didn't work. Like
Yeah.
we need the time on site to have it built, so we don't bring our actors in now until 2-3 days before, which is better
Also,
for me. You
it's
used to
so
get
nice to
After
see
last year,
it
so happy.
grow.
Yeah.
To see that maze
Yeah.
grow the way that it does over
Oh,
a short
it's
period of
such
time
joy.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
also
Get it?
I also
I
really
love-
enjoyed the that workshop day that we had.
That was
That
good.
was great.
Yeah,
that was
That
really
was new
fun.
last
Great.
year.
I really enjoyed that
That was
day.
good.
Speaking of enjoyable times, favourite memory with Kent ScareGround?
Like ever.
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
I had
Wow.
one.
That's
I had
Okay,
one
funny.
Brody,
straight
why don't we
away.
start with you?
So mine was, so again, like most people, started as an actor of KSG. It was when we went up to ScareCon. The very first time I went, so the second time
We went
we went, it was the second time at Alton Towers, I think.
with the minibus.
Yeah, and I remember sitting in the minibus. And
With the mannequin in the chair.
Yeah.
No, that was first
That was
year.
No,
first,
because you weren't in the. Paige was really poorly. I don't
Yeah,
think
you weren't in this
weren't
one.
there.
You met us there out straight from college.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I
You
wasn't
didn't go.
there.
You were
Um,
ill.
Just Brody and Dad.
And
I was
Chris.
there, Chris was there,
Nice.
Louis was there.
You come a relationship with her,
No,
don't
Louis
I was
and
going to
one
say,
year.
Dan
No,
was there,
Lily
but
was
no one
there.
knew.
But anyway, I just remember
yeah.
sitting in the
Oh.
minibus on the
Was
way
that-
back,
Oh.
thinking,
Was there.
I want to be doing like more of this, but not necessarily acting.
Yeah.
And that it was that moment that I then decided I was going to go to college and learn to do the makeup. And it was
Wow.
from ScareCon then I went to college and learned all my makeup skills, and now obviously I'm
Back.
lead makeup artist. for you
Wow,
guys.
Brody, that's amazing.
So it was from ScareCon.
Never told us that.
Yeah,
that's
I was
so
just
nice.
sat in the minibus with your mum because I
So
I
Madhouse
just
Market, you were an actor. Then you were just like.
So I
fuck,
just
wanna
finished
do
my musical
makeup.
theatre degree and was like, I don't actually want to be on stage because I lost all my confidence at uni.
Yeah.
Battered the hell out of me, and I was like, well, I want to work in theatre, but what do I want to do? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to college and do the makeup, and
Sick.
I wanted to do the makeup
And
for
he's
Scare
sick
Maze.
at it, by the
And
way.
that's
Yeah.
how
So
it
good.
That's so inspiring, Brody.
So
What
from
on earth?
coming back from ScareCon basically on the minibus.
Wow.
I'm not sure I can top that memory.
I feel like you going
Not
first
sure.
was definitely a hard one to beat.
So,
Yeah. That was really
I've got
awesome.
one. It probably at the time wasn't a good thing, but
I was
now
looking at the camera.
it is.
Can't even
It
say.
was
I've no
our
idea.
second year at Madhouse. It was the mini maze.
I'm assuming it's going to be a bunch of
James over here doing his
Let
clown
him start.
was the scariest clown I've probably ever
Funhouse.
seen.
Funhouse.
Funhouse.
When you
Scariest
unicycle-
clown.
Thank you.
Scariest clown I've ever
Was
seen.
terrifying.
At the time,
Was it?
probably being what 12, scaring the absolute crap out of me. But that's for me over the years. I'm watching Dan, Molly, has just showed me,
sorry?
and Paige, obviously.
Cute. There we go.
It's just. And Charlotte and everyone, like I
I've
say,
never acted.
but like I say, you're all role models, and you've just showed me the bar, and that's what I want to work towards.
Oh, Lewis.
I'll slip you a tenner later.
Cheers.
Yeah, good luck.
To be fair,
What?
then-
Is it saying it was 20 for me?
Right,
You
something
were
funny.
saying
I want something, another funny memory. I feel like we've got loads because we're always laughing.
Oh, there's too
Too
many.
many.
It's too many.
I mean, it's got
Do you know
the
what?
caravan one.
I literally, do you know what's terrifying
scares
about
at
every time you
that
pointed
church.
at me and said this? I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm so scared.
Go on, say
You're
it.
gonna have to say. I'm
Right, no, so
mortified.
this is like last year, believe it or not.
I
This is
don't
last year.
remember a thing.
So I was in the caravan when you were there. And obviously you had the caravan flap to come out onto
Yeah, I
my
did.
part.
Yes, I did.
That was a bit further round. I remember you were you were doing your spiel, everything like that. You go, James, are you ready? Which is when they're coming out.
Yeah.
You phone on the phone, you go, those fucking dickheads. You complete that,
So
sorry.
funny, I do it all the time.
And you were like, Dan, get that one in the blue.
I was because anytime at this point last year now I was like, okay, I've done a year of this, I can do this, it's okay. And every time a group like caused trouble or was just like not giving, I would either hold one of them back or I just wouldn't let them go until they stopped being disrespectful, because it just wound me up. And I was like, if you're going to ruin my experience, I'm going to ruin your experience. I was like, no one's going to enjoy it. If I can't enjoy it, you're not enjoying it.
You shut the door at one point, you were like, I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah, I did. I was like, hang on a minute, you! And then would just be like, send him out to Dan, feed him to the wolves. It was wild.
Oh,
I
it was
forgot
okay.
about that completely.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
it was just great. When all that being silence all year was, oh.
That was a funny one. I like that one. Oh, ridiculous. Have you guys got anything else that you would like to say in terms of like scare acting wise, or any last little things? I mean, Lewis, we've got many.
I'd love to see all the videos go from start to whatever.
Oh, we've watched them all
Oh, we watched
recently.
them.
Well,
I've
that
seen them.
actually
We
leads
lost it.
that actually leads me very, very kindly, Lewis, onto your famous phrases. Your many.
Many.
Yeah.
Lewis just
John.
Lewis finds
John.
something to say every year, and he just runs with it.
What? I don't know any of these, by the way.
Oh,
Like,
but
Right.
John
Wrap
was
yourself in.
John wasn't even in a maze. It was just a
Don't
Don't forget
First
to
one
say
is,
we.
to be honest.
Oh yeah, there. Lewis
Yeah,
was
so
covered.
year one, Lewis was a severed
head.
head. So that means a lifeless severed head in a cupboard. Yeah.
Dead.
Every single time he would go,
Bah.
no, Lewis, you're dead. You're dead. You can't. You have no.
11-year-old Lewis. On a stool because he was too small to reach the.
Yeah.
cupboard.
You were quite
Oh,
little back
it
then,
was-
weren't you?
Quick, wait, let me
He
get up.
was.
I can't remember
But
the
yeah,
guy who
Lewis,
was in
you
there
can
with
be
me, and I
in
went,
it, but
Lou, are you up? Yeah, give me a minute. Let me get up. And then there was Don't Forget to Say We.
That was
Yeah.
year two.
Yeah,
Say
that's
we!
when you hit me in the face with the ball.
Yeah, my bad.
What?
Was.
Bill
That is your most
So-
memorable one.
So I'd be, 12 in a ball pit as a clown. Great.
down
Yeah.
the
It
slide.
was great. Down the slide. I have a little slide to go down. I'd slide and go, don't forget to say we. Go down it.
Why didn't you say we?
And then, I went to say we. Why did you say we?
My room was above his, and all night all I could hear was, don't forget to say we! I'm like, fuck's
Should
sake!
bring that back this year. Somewhere.
Yeah,
we
we
should. That's
should.
so funny.
Somewhere.
Can I teach you how to do it?
Yeah.
You're
You're
doing
Go on,
the
then,
one
this
that's
way.
doing
So
it.
watch the video 5 times a day, every day.
How not to do
Try
it?
not to do it. Don't do that.
New caretaker right there. Like.
Yeah. Right, another one.
Year
What
three
was
Um,
the
we had-
war?
was.
I don't
What's
know
your
this
name?
one.
Where are you from?
No,
Are you a traitor?
Every
What's
year,
that?
no
Are
matter
you
where
German?
you were in the pavilion, you could just
You
hear
can
that.
hear Lewis.
What's your name? Where are you from? And are you a traitor? Because the colonel can't get off his arse and do it, so I've got to do it, but I ain't got none.
And then random horns going off.
Yeah.
all the time.
And then during some of the was it
Concept
promos,
shoots,
the concept
yeah.
shoot or whatever you did.
That was
I think-
John.
I think I'd still have a photo of me in that costume.
What, the army one?
Army one.
Which one?
We
you
watched
bought?
we watched the video the other day.
Sure.
You've been in the room every year. What are you talking about? Which one?
I do, it was a great costume.
You look so little in that.
You do look really little. It's the,
Yeah.
it's the
Little
helmet
helmet's
coming
too
in
big.
the
What's this-
sponges.
so what's this
Buttons
John?
in it.
We're
John.
on to John now.
So
So
Yeah.
we did a promo shoot for a maze that we have planned to do 2 times. Whimsy, shoosh. We have planned to do 2 times, but we haven't actually done. And in the promo, we've actually filmed 2 different promos for it each time, and then we just didn't do the maze. Yes. And
What?
so
Sorry?
Lewis, the promo that we filmed that we never used, and then we filmed it
Town
again and never
Theatre.
used it.
Abandoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lewis, all he had to do.
Spoiler alert.
We never used it.
We might. I'll bleep that. Lewis,
It's
all
not
he
that
had to do
creative.
was
It's
push
not
the
only
door.
that.
No. Well,
Abandoned.
it doesn't really
It's an
reveal
abandoned
anything.
building.
Might as
either.
well just say cardboard box, more famous.
Yeah, all Lewis had to do was push the door open and go, John? Like that. That's it. John? God, I should try acting.
Like, did the door slam and he had to be like, isn't that John?
Yeah, no, he
Shut behind
pushed
him.
the door and he
Oh,
walked
yeah.
through, it would
Shut the
slam,
door
he'd have
like
to be
this.
like, oh my god, what was that? And then he'd go, sorry about that, camera died. Anyway, all I was saying was, all he had to do was push the door open, the door would close, he'd have to react to the door closing, and then go, John? That's it. It, no joke, took about
Half an hour.
80 takes, around about
And
80
it still
takes,
was
Really?
Watched all
of a
of them, I'm
3-second
pretty sure.
clip of Lewis.
I do
Well.
remember seeing it all on your
Sorry,
camera.
but-
So for about 40 minutes, all
Turn out great in the
me,
end.
Fraser, Brody and Adam would hear is, John?
Was that the same day I told him he needed to wash
Oh,
his
what was he
face?
doing? What was he
Huh?
What,
Yeah,
how
should we
how
gotta
did he
start
get it
washing your face?
He just wasn't like, he was just being like, John?
And then he'd look at the camera. And he'd look straight into the camera.
Or he'd be like, the door, and I was like,
Occasionally, Adam Button would just walk in front of the camera as well in makeup, just because it
or
was
he
funny.
would,
He'd be
or
like,
he would
"I'm
walk
John."
past, he walked past the camera at one point, he just kept walking. Where was your line, Lewis? Where was your line?
You do always forget lines.
But yeah.
All it was John.
I don't
The
think
last shoot we did was alright.
he was
It was
alright.
really
He had a whole
good. The
monologue
last
as well.
one was really
Really?
good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
It's so cool to see
But
it.
if it had John in it, it would have been a different story.
I make
Yeah.
sure.
It's easy.
And
It's
then
just fun.
I think after that was his last memorable one, to be honest. He didn't really have one in Snyder's.
No.
He didn't
you
have
couldn't
one in
really hear me.
Renegade.
Yeah, a bit shit.
Yeah, come on, Lewis.
Yeah.
Pull your weight.
I'll
It's
make
because
one
he's
this
actually
year.
got into a better actor
A
now.
little bit.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah.
The old
Now
ones
he
are
does
funny
the
because
Yeah.
Because
he
they
wasn't
were-
very good
yeah.
in the nicest way possible.
Realistically, you've got to be honest
It's just
sometimes.
it's like he's just grown up suddenly. It's just,
Yeah.
Violation.
he's just-
It's a man.
Absolute
Yeah.
violation.
Like, even in the pictures.
No,
that
lockdown happened. There you go.
driving.
Lockdown. Lockdown happened. There you go.
Yeah, maybe. Just like even in like the pictures that were just taken, I'm like, fucking hell, you look grown up.
Yeah.
Nice.
You look like a
Like, fucking hell,
man.
you look proper grown up. Like.
It's
come
got-
out.
So moving
Went to-
swiftly
I
on
went to
from
Fraser this morning. I went, when's it going out? And
Talking
then,
over the phone.
what? Hello? When they come out, I'll keep looking at my phone. Like all the time now.
Really
Whenever,
narcissist.
whenever it's like,
I want to see pictures of
whenever it's like,
Me?
in a suit.
There's going to be a meme out there now with just your face with John.
Content creator, sort that out.
You want to see pictures of you? Just scroll down, like, you see about 100.
Yeah, your face is everywhere.
big boy.
Stop using
can't
it.
avoid it.
He's so big.
Wish I could.
So we've obviously established that Lewis is iconic for many a reason, but we've now got some questions. Why did I say it like that?
Questions.
We've now got some questions from you guys. We put a little sticker on our Instagram, and we've got some questions, so we're just gonna fire them out, and
Oh.
someone is gonna answer them. Dun dun dun! Quick fire questions. This one's kind of interesting. Will you guys do shows as well as mazes? I think a common misconception when it comes to like scare mazes and immersive events potentially is that people think it's going to be like a 7:30, like the show starts, 10:30, the show ends.
No.
But I don't think it's necessarily
No.
quite like that.
No, because you could show up at 9
hmm
and leave at 10. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that at all.
So I guess
No,
that's
I mean no is the answer probably
Yeah.
because
No,
we,
I don't think the answer is
But
that.
then I